Remember when you said it doesn't get better than this?
Hi, buddy. You're so cute. I'll fix the blanket later. Good morning. It's another beautiful early morning. The kids are up. I clearly just got out the shower, and now it's time to make breakfast. I try to make it a point to get my body moving and dance a little bit every day. I always have music on. So a lot of the times the reason why I have to voice over or put music over what I'm doing, because I don't have the rights to whatever's playing on Pandora or YouTube or whatever I have going on at the time. And I don't do the whole earbud thing. I like to be able to hear what's going on. I like to be able to hear what's going on with my kids and all of that. So yeah, I don't do the earbud things. I just blast it loud and proud. Hi, Melina. Hi, baby. And so right now I am just going to go ahead and get cooking, both vegetarian and real meat bacon, eggs, fruit, pancakes. They want all of it. And I'm just in one of those moods today that I'm like, whatever, let's cook. I'm not going to make like the whole packages of everything, but I will cook a little bit of this and a little bit of that just so they can have nice full bellies. And unfortunately we are still inside. Outside it's hard to see, but it's all gray out there. It looks fairly bright, but it's still really, really gray. It's actually a little brighter than it was yesterday. These are the smoke being carried down, the smoke clouds coming from the wildfires in Canada. My heart goes out to every single person and animal impacted. Obviously the animals aren't hopping on YouTube being like, yo, thanks. But yeah, so we are not going outside again today. We are staying inside. We are going to do what we can to have fun and learn and be happy with what we have inside, even if we can't go on a hike or to the park today.
Only a fool to let you go. You got into my head. Am I about to lose myself? When will all of this fade away? 'Cause I see colors for the first time. I'm starting to realize nothing's ever black and white. And I'm caught up in the first night.
So now that breakfast is done, I'm actually leaving my apron on because I'm going to be doing a bunch of dishes, and then I have a quiche to make. So I just got out all the ingredients, but I realized the pan that I wanted to use is dirty. There you go. It's in the sink, that blue one right there. So I'm going to really quickly do dishes and then make the quiche and then take care of these other 2 pounds of strawberries. We go through like 2 pounds of strawberries a day. It is insane. So I'm going to take care of more strawberries this morning. And then I have to take care of the pancakes on the table. And then I have a bunch of veggies to take care of and fruits and stuff too. And it sounds like the kids are getting into trouble. So let me check on them first. Cameron just bonked his head. He's okay. It wasn't really hard. He was just goofing around and he rolled and he hit his head on his nighttime lantern, which was on his bed, where it shouldn't be. So we had a discussion of putting things away, and now he's lounging in bed and he's got an ice pack. He didn't really need it, but he wanted one, so I gave him one. And I am going to get back to the kitchen. It's not really bad. It's just a little bit that needs to get done. It's some things that need to get put away and some clean dishes that need to get put away. It looks like Sergio packed his lunch and left all the containers out. So I'm going to put these away, finish doing the rest, and then we'll make a quiche together. So the quiche is out of the oven. Doesn't that look so good? No! It's got onions and sweet red peppers, sweet green peppers, jalapeno peppers, tomato, some fresh basil that I just trimmed off of those this morning. Dehydrating some of the others. Well, you still got scrambled eggs back here. You didn't eat? Want me to heat them up? Eat me.
Yes.
So once again, I am sitting here editing, and once again, I didn't get much more that afternoon. I have recorded a little bit since, but it just doesn't go with this vlog. So this is going to be a quick, short vlog, but I wanted to chat with you really quick before we close out, talking about some of the food changes that we're making. cats are being silly. Let me show you some of the food changes we're making, even though most of them are going to really be happening when we move in less than a month. I know I always say it's not the best view, all of that kind of stuff. I just put you in a stand. I'm not holding on to you right now. I've got a boo-boo on my finger. My hands are swollen, so I couldn't even get my ring on today. It's just one of those days my hands hurt. And I need to finish this vlog because I think it's been like a week since I'm sitting here with my Voda mug. If you haven't seen this, I know I've mentioned a few. Link is on my Instagram. So I'm just having my tea, just some English breakfast, black today, nothing in it, and getting some vlog stuff done. But I wanted to talk to you about some food changes that we are continuing to make in our home. You know, I've been doing food trials for years. But most of my life I have been, or my mother in my childhood, trying to help me figure out what foods I liked eating because they didn't make me feel the foods that I didn't like eating because they didn't make me feel good, and the foods I liked eating because I felt fine when I ate them. And as a child, it doesn't really make sense. You just know, I don't want to eat that because it just doesn't make me, I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. Sometimes you don't know to say that it gives you a bellyache, or it just makes you feel bleh, or it makes you irritable. Because I've been fighting this most of my life, I've noticed some of the same things in my children. So we are trying to make the switch as a whole household away from gluten. Cameron has had these bumpies on his arm. I used to get them on my elbows. We used to always say they were eczema, but nothing for eczema really made them go away from me when I was a child, and nothing's working for him. And we have had it mentioned to us by numerous health professionals that he could be tested for gluten sensitivity. Knowing that with him and having the issues myself, we want to continue making these healthy changes for our family, doing what's best for us. But anybody who has dietary issues knows that sometimes it can take years. You know, I'm in my mid to late 30s. I'm 36. And it's just now that some doctors are starting to take things seriously, and some doctors still aren't. So I've had to diagnose things myself, or my OB is the one who diagnosed me with my thyroid issues, and I had this side removed, and you can see this side is so swollen right now. Because of food I've been eating. But it's the trials and saying, okay, how is my thyroid reacting? Okay, let me eat clean for me. I don't mean clean as in like Google clean eating or look it up on Pinterest. My version of clean eating for my dietary needs. Eat that way for a little while, and then introduce another item for a period of time and see how it impacts me. And something that I've been doing lately, which is why I wanted to have a little bit of discussion with you guys, isn't just the gluten. So in addition to the gluten, I had been doing meat trials. If you were aware, last summer, I had eaten meat for a few months. And I didn't really hold back the kinds of meat. I was just like, you know what, if I want to have number one at McDonald's, I'm having a number one. Bring that Big Mac, baby. If I wanted to have some cheese, I was having some cheese. If I wanted to have a steak, I was having a steak. And I just let myself have whatever I wanted to have. And I was so sick, so sick. I went about it the wrong way. I just jumped in and I ended up so sick for so long. And it's really been processed since the beginning of the year. Again, I've been having chicken. Chicken's really not, it's not helping me much. Eggs are hit or miss. I'm going to cut eggs out of my diet again for the next few weeks because I have been having them. I'm also cutting chicken out for the next few weeks again. And now I'm trying very, very high grade beef. Like steak that the marbling is so beautiful on it that you just want to cry. And if you know meat, then you know the stuff that you get at like Walmart, the choice cut. Now that's for the dogs. You want the good cuts. And so I have been getting a beef box. My first box was 10 pounds of ground beef, and we got 2 filet mignon steaks. I cooked those up. They were absolutely delicious. Those will be on the next vlog, so stay tuned. I just don't have all of that edited yet. And some is on Sergio's phone, so I need to snatch that from him when he gets home from work today. But yes, they were delicious. Oh my gosh. and my body handled it okay. I do have a lot of issues with animal protein, which is why I'm trying all of these. There's, I don't, I'm not diagnosed as the alpha gal or whatever it's called from the Lone Star tick. I do have issues, and some people have said meat from mammals is different than meat from other animals and things like that. So I'm trying to explore every option. And then I've noticed some patterns with my son as well. Again, the gluten issues, but he keeps saying he doesn't want real meat. He wants the fake meat. So I'm wondering if he's having some of the same issues. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on, like, is his stomach looking, bloated, or is he extra irritable or cranky, or are those the times he's wanting to, just snuggle up instead of play? And the diet, you're going to be able to see in the behavior if the diet's impacting you or your children or anybody else. So this is a great tool. Listen to your body, watch your children, listen to what they're saying, read between the lines, and ask questions. There is no point growing up like so many of us did, suffering with food issues when there is available today so many other, not just food options, but if it's something that requires some sort of medicinal treatment, medical care, it's probably available out there somewhere. So, all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. And if you have any questions about our diet and stuff, like I said, more is to come when we move. We will be moving in July. It's already the middle of June. I will be living in my new house right now in a month. I'm just like, mind blown emoji, right? Because, all right, I'm going to finish my tea. Now it's starting to get cold. At least it's black, so it's okay. If it had like cream and sugar, it's kind of like, once it starts to get cold. It's like iced coffee. Once the ice melts, or hot coffee once it gets room temperature. Let me know how you drink your tea and coffee below, and maybe we'll chat about that on the next one. I haven't broken out my French press for you guys in a while, and I have new coffee to try. So maybe we'll try it together. Let me know. Until next time, take care of yourselves, hug your families, and remember how blessed you truly are, no matter how hard it may feel right now.
One last time, I know that it's hopeless, but we'll both be fine. 'Cause nothing's ever black and white.